on.
Good morning!
I'm Zona.
And I'm Max.
And we're the
Chatterbox Chicks. Today's topic is...
Conspiracy theories.
Does that sound like scary music?
No.
Should I try it again?
It almost sounded like a Jeopardy.
Okay, we'll add this one. Dun, dun, dun. Is that
That's
a little
perfect.
scary?
Yeah.
You like that? Okay. There are many conspiracy theories.
Okay, so we just picked a few that we kind of were like, okay. Now, before we even start this, we are not for or against. We have no view. We're just discussing what we are hearing people are saying
Yes.
or we've read.
Yes.
A lot of them are absolutely ludicrous in my mind, but apparently this stuff is really out there.
Yes.
So we're going to go over like 4 or 5 of them, and I really hope you guys comment and talk to us on this, because it will be really interesting to see what other people think.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, comment. And don't be afraid to say how you feel about these certain
No.
things. If you think that we're off base, let us know.
No
That's-
judgment.
That's how we learn, okay?
Yeah, and no judgment.
And we want that. Yes,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
everyone-
It's a judge-free zone.
Yeah, everyone can have their own opinion,
Absolutely.
and it's no hard feelings. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, the first one, and I've heard this from several people, and I even saw this on a thread somewhere. I won't say which platform. If you get the vaccine, you're being microchipped.
Microchipped.
Basically, when you get the vaccine, the government has secretly put a microchip in the vaccine, and then they give you the vaccine, and then you are tracked, and you have a microchip in you.
It's so interesting that you say that, because I actually talked to someone
Yes.
that their place of business
Yes.
microchips them.
Whoa. You're telling me.
Well, and I don't know if this
Wait
is a
a minute.
microchip, but it's some kind of thing you put under the skin so you can like scan to get
Please
in.
tell me what company this is.
I don't know.
You have to find out, because that would be like, I think that would be against the law. I cannot wait to find that out. Do you know anybody out there that has
Is that considered to be microchip, Zona, when
Yeah.
they put the thingy underneath
Yeah.
the skin?
I was specifically talking about the vaccine.
So-
but you could microchip anybody. You microchip dogs. All you got to do is put it up under the skin.
So let me ask you a question. If you're microchip, does that mean that you're like kind of part robot?
Are you being serious?
Yes, of course. You now have like a kind of thing inside your body that is computerized. Are you not considered to be part robot?
I would say no. You guys can comment on that, because I think that is funny as hell. Because when I think of robot, I think of like do.
Well, it's one step closer,
Okay.
especially if we're getting microchip with the vaccine.
That's what people say. Do you think that can even happen?
I don't know.
I would think. A microchip is something. Even though it's very, 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 very tiny, microchips can be. I would think that is a tangible. It's an actual object. How would it go through the syringe?
How do you prove that it's not happening?
I don't know. We don't know.
What would you be microchipped for? Like this thing that you heard, Zona? Like, did they say what they're going to use it for?
No, but I would assume that they could use it for location. And what other kind of information could they get off of it? Maybe it's got a microphone. Maybe it's listening.
Ooh.
Ew, what if you're in the bedroom doing your thing and they're listening? What if you're taking a poop on the toilet?
Then all of a sudden you get this thing on
Phone
your
call.
phone.
You need to go to the doctor. Go get checked for colon cancer.
You sound very angry. I think you need to eat food.
You're eating the wrong type of food, you fat bitch.
Put a lock on your refrigerator.
Or it'll do hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. We're not very good at this.
Police, open up. You're talking about the president. We are now going to arrest you.
You're about to get your period.
You are now the wrong party.
You will die. Okay, so
And then we'll see that's a robot.
that is a robot. So,
Oh my gosh, what if Zona's right and they're putting microchips in us and then we're all going to be like, has anyone seen the movie The Stepford Wives? Is that what it's called, The Stepford Wives?
yeah, where they completely,
They're like aliens.
yeah,
No,
they're
robotic.
completely robotics, but they have the shell and the movement and
Yeah.
stuff of an actual person.
Wow. What if we're
And they're
like,
programmed to be like, in that movie, they were programmed to be like the perfect wife.
what if we're already microchipped and this is just an extra layer?
What if we were microchipped when we were born? They just did it.
What if we've been microchipped and we don't know it? They do it in our sleep.
That means someone would have to break into your house.
Maybe we don't feel it.
Or when
You
go
know,
to the doctor.
has anyone seen the movie The Matrix?
Yes.
So have you seen The Matrix? Do you know when they show the people that are just there and they're like by a battery or
Yeah.
whatever? Did you ever feel that maybe that's what we really are doing right
We're
now?
not even in the real.
Like we're in like this is all an illusion.
Yeah.
This is complete illusion.
And what is the
And
real?
we're really just
In some kind of
floating.
floating pod like this. I'm really curled
We're
up
really
like this.
robotic and we're trying to get energy.
And I'm going like this.
We don't even know each other. We're just like
Hey,
two
you.
pods hanging in there.
2 peas in a pod.
Yes. Okay, I think we need to
Okay.
move on.
Vaccine and microchips.
Vaccine and let us know what you think. Let us know if you believe this. Let us know if you
it's
think
possible.
it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
Let us know if you think we're kind of on the right track. Let us
Well,
know
yeah.
whatever you want to
You
say.
ready for the second one?
I'm ready. I can't wait.
The QAnon theory.
Oh, I did hear a little bit.
Yeah,
about
I've heard a
this.
lot about this. Okay.
So tell me what it is.
I went to a website and I don't know if this is right, but this is the definition or the explanation of what QAnon is. It
Okay.
says, I have to read my paper. Viral pro-Trump supporters that think Trump is secretly saving the world from a satanic cult of pedophiles and cannibals and has been linked to violent crimes across the country.
Okay, so you're saying that this conspiracy theory has to do with eating people?
Well, cannibalism.
That's what a cannibal
Okay,
is.
so
right?
it's basically
That's pretty scary.
So they're for Trump. Whoever's this is for Trump,
Okay.
and
What
that
do they
Trump, they think Trump is saving the world.
What do they think? Why are they for Trump in this scenario?
Well, I don't know because I don't understand. This is it says it's extremely specific: satanic cults, pedophiles, and cannibals.
Now I've heard of a satanic cult,
Well, me too.
and I've heard of pedophiles.
And cannibalism. I mean, that was done. Maybe some
But
tribe somewhere still.
that sounds all like movies that I watch on television.
And then
Like, this
it
sounds
said,
like a horror movie.
and then it says that those, I guess, QAnon people, it has been linked that they've done violent crimes. In I don't know. What do you think about this?
I think if that is really
I
going
think this
on,
is
if that's going on, then we are really screwed
as a
as a country. Is this just in our country or is this around the world?
I don't know. Does anybody know this?
I don't know.
But I'm just gonna.
And let us know if we're right on this, because like I said, we do a Google, and sometimes when you Google,
It's not always
isn't it
correct.
funny how it's called Google. We have to talk about Google.
Google.
And sometimes when you do a Google, you might not always get the
Yeah,
correct
so this may not be
information.
the actual what
Because
QAnon really is.
Do
don't
we
know.
really believe everything we read on the internet?
No, a lot
I
of people,
do. No,
a
I'm
lot of
kidding.
people do. No,
But
so I
anyway,
just-
if we're right, wrong, if we are
Okay, but
kind of right, kind of wrong, let us know.
I do
please.
think though that Okay.
It
I do
scares
believe there's
me.
a QAnon theory because I've even heard it on the news.
Oh, there is totally a QAnon
Yes.
theory, but is this it?
But is this the exact definition?
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that Trump is saving us from pedophiles.
Well, first of all, Trump's not president anymore.
No,
so-
I know, but
So how can he be saving us?
I
Are you
just-
sure that are you positive that this is now, or is this what it was when he was,
when he was
president?
president? This is another thing I don't know.
and then
So let us know. what
and
you
now
think
that
about
he's not president, does that mean the world has already been saved?
or is he just like screw it? It didn't work. Find someone else. To,
I mean, there are major pedophiles. There are a lot of sex trafficking
Yeah,
going
it's-
around
we
the
don't
world.
negate
That
the
is
fact.
not
Right.
That is, and I did know there was a big thing of cannibalism, but maybe there is.
hey, you're looking pretty good, Max. Can I grill you up? Just your finger. Just your little finger.
I mean, I guess if no offense, Zona, if you and I were on an island and we had nothing to eat, would we eat each other?
Well, we wouldn't last forever. I mean, you'd have a lot of meat and fat. You sustain you for. What is it? What does a human flesh taste like?
Chicken? Everything. Everyone always says that everything tastes like chicken.
I
So
can't
I'm assuming
imagine.
chicken. Why do they say it tastes like chicken? Why do they say everything tastes like chicken? And
I don't know,
beef?
but you're squirreling. The fact is, could I even kill you? First of all, to be able to eat you.
If you're hungry enough, you probably would kill
If
me.
we're on an island, though, there's coconuts. There's other things that you can find.
But what if you're craving chicken?
I listen. I'm sane enough not to know to kill my friend because I want some damn chicken. Because I can guarantee you, she doesn't taste like chicken.
That's an insult. What do you think I taste like? Beef? Steak. I taste like a good filet mignon, right?
No, I would say that you don't taste good, and not because you're not a good
Oh
person. but
my
you're
gosh. I am very insulted right now. You are telling me you don't think I would taste
Okay,
good?
wait a minute. You taste like a sweet nectar of the gods.
Thank you.
Okay. Can
And
you
my
imagine?
blood is sweet,
Ooh.
right?
Can you imagine?
Because don't you
that?
think cannibals drink the blood too?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people eat like animal blood. Like they have blood sausage in England. They actually mix the blood with the sausage, and then they.
Ew.
Yeah, it's called blood sausage. It's red.
Have you had it before?
No.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah,
I
but
bet,
it's like
I bet there would be some kind of diseases going on there.
no, they cook it.
You can't cook blood.
Please comment because I know they have blood sausage. Does someone enlighten us on what it could be? But I know it's called blood sausage.
That's, I'm sorry. Do you know what blood sausage sounds like? Would you really want to eat that?
Not that sausage.
Are you sure that that's sausage?
Blooded sausage. No, I don't want to eat that sausage. Okay, let's move on.
It's just reminding me of a movie.
Ew.
Have you seen it?
No, probably not. I don't like scary movies like you do.
No, it's Steel Magnolias.
What was the blood sausage in?
No, when she cooked the guy. Do you remember when she cooked the guy? Or was that fried green tomatoes?
I think that was fried green tomatoes. Let us know.
You know what I'm talking about,
she
right?
died in Steel Magnolias, didn't she?
They died in both movies.
Yeah.
But do you remember what she did? Is
I
she
hate that movie. I don't like when people die like that.
No, do you remember that they were making the barbecue and he's sitting there and he's stirring the barbecue?
That was. I think that was
It was
fried
with
green
the one
tomatoes.
that Kathy Bates was in.
Oh no, that was. I don't know.
I don't know either, but it was the one where Kathy Bates was in. You guys fact check me on this. Kathy Bates was in the movie and they killed a guy and they cooked and they ended up serving him at a barbecue. And everyone thought it was just ribs and meat. Which it was, but it's a different kind of meat. They said it was the best barbecue they've ever had.
Please let me know the movie because I'm dying to know now.
Yeah, it's either Steel Magnolias or Fried Green Tomatoes, whichever one Kathy Bates was in. Because I know there was one about Julia Roberts was in. She was a diabetic.
That was the Steel Magnolias.
Well, then it's Fried Green Tomatoes.
I think so.
Totally Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Anyway, keep on going. But that's my whole rant on
Okay,
cannibalism.
cannibalism. I wonder if there are certain
Clarice.
Clarice.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I watched that. That freaked me out.
By the way, do you know, speaking of cannibalism, there is an actual show called Clarice now.
Is it about that? Is it like a spinoff?
It's basically about, it's kind of been years later. And I
Is
guess
he in it, the guy?
No, well, I guess what happened is it's like she got a lot of flack from the way she handled it.
The case, yeah.
And so she has a lot of rage issues.
So she becomes a cannibal?
Well, I know that's not happened yet, Zona.
Oh, she just.
I don't know if she's going to become a cannibal, but I know that she's got some major
Is it Jodie
PTSD.
Foster? Is it Jodie Foster?
No, but I will tell you, they have her acting like Jodie Foster. It's not Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster, I think, is too old.
Yeah.
But the new actress that they have that's playing in it really sounds a lot like Jodie Foster.
Okay, so I just want to touch back on this. That was probably the biggest squirrel session we've ever had. What do you think?
I don't know. We still have our editor here. What do you say?
Was that a big squirrel session?
Not as big, because you guys have had videos where you guys have
The
just
whole-
done squirreling the whole video.
So, hey, we don't
That.
don't get a gold medal.
I was laughing on the whole thing you guys were laughing so hard at.
Okay.
All right, so
you
we're
ready for the
we're
next one?
ready for the next conspiracy theory.
That President Biden will be declared incompetent, and Kamala Harris will be president, and Pelosi will be vice president.
I've heard this theory.
You have heard this
Oh,
theory.
I have. I've heard this theory from lots of people.
And thoughts?
Well, not saying anything about our president, but there has been some instances where
You
he
wonder?
does not seem to be all there.
Huh.
Yeah, I saw something on the news where he was talking about the death rate of the Americans.
Yeah.
And he had his note cards in his pocket.
He has no cards about death rates.
Yeah, he's like, I carry a note card with me. And he sticks his hand in his pocket. He goes, oh, it's not in that pocket.
Are you serious?
It's not that pocket either. He goes, staff, where's my staff? I don't have my cards.
Are you lying to me?
No, I saw it. Now, I did see it on a news broadcast that could have been a little bit biased, but I did, but they couldn't have made up when he tripped as he went into Air Force One. Did you see that? Oh, he's going up Air Force One and he falls down, and then he's going up Air Force One again and he falls down a second time, and he's going up Air Force One and he falls down a third time.
All in one shot?
Yes. And then there was a Twitter thing going around where he was actually said, my fellow Americans, me and President Harris. President Harris? I thought he was the president.
So are these verified sources? Are these?
Yeah, these are actual things that have happened. They
I
show it
am
on the
looking this
news.
up.
You totally need to. Yeah, so
He fell
So
3 times
this-
in the Air Force.
this conspiracy theory of this is not as far-fetched as we
So
might
what
think.
what I'm hearing you say is that could be possible. I don't know how
I
old
know.
Biden is, but isn't he like 78 or
He's
something?
old.
Yeah.
I mean, no
That's
offense,
another-
no offense to any of our older viewers
No.
if you're watching, but you know, there's some 78-year-olds that could probably be good or whatever. But
There's
I really
78-year-olds that are more active than I am, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Same
But then
with
there's
me.
78-year-olds that are.
But I
Yeah.
think he's feeling his 78 years. I
Yeah.
gotta say. But I have to also say that, that I have, like I said, I have heard this a lot about this whole. But have we ever in the United States had a president declared incompetent and
I
then
don't
had
know.
a vice
I know
president
we've
become
had
president?
some impeachments, a couple.
We've had impeachments, but
Nixon
but the vice president never took over, did he?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Clinton was impeached, but he stayed in office.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I mean, have we ever had anyone declared incompetent?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so unless it's something, That would be interesting. Wouldn't that be something?
I mean, the only thing we've had, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, but we've had a president that's been assassinated,
Lincoln.
and then the vice president had to take over.
Well, we've
correct?
had a couple of presidents assassinated.
And then the vice president takes over in that case.
Yeah, yes, and we've also had, did Nixon leave voluntary, or was he, no, he stepped down because he was caught in, what, was it Watergate? Like he was,
Oh, the Watergate scandal.
yeah, so, and I think he obviously stepped down for that, but, oh my gosh, so this out of all of these that we've mentioned so far,
Have you heard this too, Zona?
yes, out of all the ones, the vaccine microchip, the QAnon theory, this one that the Biden declared incompetent, I think that could be possible.
Yes.
It could be possible.
It could be. Not that we want this to happen.
No,
or
but
anything,
it could be possible.
but
That
it
makes the
could
most
be
sense out of all these so far.
Yeah,
Okay, you ready
absolutely,
for our
yes.
next one?
Yes.
The country will become socialistic going on communistic because we are being forced to get the vaccine.
Oh, but you got to add something to that.
What?
I've not only heard because we have forced to become the vaccine, but it was the start of being forced to wear masks.
Yes, because there's still people today that refuse to wear masks.
And then there's another side of this. Like, why is it that people won't wear masks,
right?
but they will wear a shirt when they go in a store?
Well, this is what I don't understand either. It's like the rule is that you can't go into a grocery store or Walmart unless you have shirt and shoes on.
If you can't. If you and I were to take off our shirt and just walk down the street in our bra,
Mm-hmm.
we would be stopped.
No, we wouldn't, because technically they don't know if it's a bra or bikini top.
Okay, if we were to take off our shirt and our bra
We
and
would be
walk out
we
down
would
the
be-
street without a shirt or a bra,
We would be arrested.
we would be stopped.
Yes.
Because men are allowed to take off their shirt and walk around without a shirt, because I've seen men jogging without a shirt on.
Yes.
But women are not, because we have
Breasts.
our breasts, even though some men have breasts too, but that's another story.
Yes.
But my point is that, and I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree with this, but why is it that we do not, as a society, have a problem when a store says you need to put a shirt on and shoes to come in our store,
Right.
but we have a problem when you say you must wear a mask and social distance in our store?
I find that interesting because I will give you my view on that.
Okay.
Whether people agree or not. I don't think that asking people during COVID to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart and all those things that they've asked us to do, I don't feel like my personal rights, the amendment, has been, broken. I don't feel that I have been ordered to do it because we're leaning towards socialism and communism. I personally feel I'm doing it for the good of the person next to me.
For safety.
For safety. I'm not
Absolutely.
doing it because I feel forced. I'm doing it because logically I'm thinking, hey, you know what if that person next to me has cancer or or is going through chemo or that's why I'm doing it. So in my opinion, it has made me kind of upset why people don't do it. I don't understand why they can't think like me, which is, not always right either, but I don't understand why their thought process is just thinking about the amendment instead of the good of mankind.
But this is the thing that I'm asking, Zona, is I get what you're saying and everything, but why has no one ever challenged the amendment when it came up to the shirt and the shoes in the store?
I'll tell you why. Because and I don't know if this is true, this is what I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think because when you go into a business, that is their business. They have the right to make the rules as they want. So like you go into Publix, you go into Target, that is their store. They're
Right.
saying you cannot shop in my store because these are my rules unless you have a shirt and shoes on. Okay.
Right.
Now, when we're outside, you can walk around in those shoes. You cannot walk around with no shirt and no bra because that's considered, what do they call
Exposure.
that? Exposure. Okay, and I get that. But I think the reason why those stores have that is because they have their right to do it. They make the rules for their store.
Right, but this is the thing. Publix, Target, Walmart, they have the right to say you need to put a mask on.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. And then you have a right to leave the store and take your mask off.
Take your mask off.
It's hot in Florida, so taking your mask off when you're in Florida, to me, outside,
Yes.
and you're away from people, I think that's absolutely
I totally
fine.
do too.
I
If you're
totally
outside,
do.
exactly.
You know, and I do feel also now that more and more people are going to get the vaccine with the microchip in it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally playing. That a lot of people are going to get more comfortable, and then things are going to start to, come back to normal. But I have to say that I do think that even with the vaccine, from what I'm hearing, is we're still going to have to wear masks.
Well, because from what I understand, you can correct us if we're wrong, because I think we've talked about this.
We talked about this in the last
that
video.
You can still get the vaccine is only like the flu shot. It doesn't mean you can't get the flu or can't get COVID.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like I was reading some today that Pfizer says the vaccine's only good for 6 months. So does that mean every 6 months you have to go get it again?
I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. I think this is like a shit show.
Yeah.
I think it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
Yep.
But
let's go to the next theory.
That's all I got. Do we have any other theories?
No. What did you read this one?
Yeah. Becoming socialism, and we're going to be being forced to get that this country's leaning towards socialism. Why else would that be? Not just the vaccines. Is there anything else?
Well, I do think that there are people out there that think their rights are being taken away if they're and to be honest, if a job were to say that if you don't have a vaccine you can't work here, I do think that might be a little pushing it a little bit.
Yeah. But the flip side of that, and I'm not agreeing with that, we're just doing both sides. We're trying to.
Yes.
Is the same as the Walmart and Target. It's there. If you want to work here, these are the rules.
Yes.
You don't have to work here. We're not forcing you.
Yes, absolutely.
But think about those people that need the job. And there are no other jobs.
Yes.
I know people that they're not allowed to, if they have an Android phone or an iPhone, something like a smartphone, that they have to download an app that's specific to that company, and then they can monitor your or whatever, because some of this stuff is very sensitive or or like secretive, and so that's like,
that sounds robotic too.
Yeah, and that to me is more of an invasion because that's your personal phone.
You know what, Zoda? We are going to have to go more into this whole technology. We're going to have to do more of a technology Chatterbox Chicks talk.
And we have people that
there's
can come and
so
talk.
much.
We could do
There's so
several shows
much
on that.
technology in this world. And like I said, I know I've said this before, but remember I told you guys that I feel that one day we're all going to be robots.
Well, I suppose if we didn't have that, then we wouldn't have death. Then how would that go? Then the world would just keep.
Well, that's a whole nother story in itself.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's some people that
y'all,
reincarnation.
Chatterbox Chicks is going to be around a long time.
Yes,
because
we
we got
are.
a lot of shit to talk about.
We do.
Any other conspiracy
Shooting
theories?
the shit with the Chatterbox Chicks.
Any other things that you can think of that we don't have written down, like conspiracy theories?
I think we pretty much touched on the
current ones.
The current ones that are going on.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to say in the beginning, and I want to go ahead and clarify this at the end. None of these theories we are saying that we support or we are against.
Yes.
We are just sharing what we've heard. We are curious to hear what you have to say.
I'm really curious. And you guys are not commenting enough.
You need to comment.
Because
and
these,
like.
Because these are interesting and we want to know what other people think.
And subscribe,
Yes.
and tell your friends.
Please.
As always, we love you. Have a wonderful day. I'm Max.
And I'm Zona.
And we're the Chatterbox Chicks. Bye.